I'm Bronwen Dromey, and I'm a second-year law student at BYU. Before coming to BYU Law, I studied sociology and international development in my undergrad, also at BYU. I had the opportunity to travel to Thailand and Cambodia and Uganda doing different humanitarian types of things. In Cambodia, I was working on a report for the UN called a CEDAW Shadow Report, and we were reporting on different women's issues. So we were talking to women about things from domestic violence to trafficking, even to things like women's equality in the workplace. And so we got to talk to many different types of women and report their stories, and that was a really great experience as well. So I became interested in law school actually while I was in Cambodia. I was working on this project, this report for the United Nations, and I was working with an attorney from New York, and I talked to one woman specifically. Her name was Lek, and she was telling me about how she was experiencing a lot of domestic violence in her home, and how it was just a really difficult and horrific experience. And she had the courage to go to a judge in Cambodia and to bring some criminal charges against her husband. And that is like unheard of in Cambodia. You do not speak up about things like that, but she had the courage to do that. And her husband ended up paying a bribe to a judge, and just everything was dismissed and she got no justice. And then everyone in her village kind of shamed her for speaking up. And as I heard that story, I just felt really frustrated because I wanted to be able to do something. Like I just felt really hurt and upset that all I could do was write down her story, and that was kind of the end of my involvement. And so I talked with this attorney that I was working with, and she said, you should think about a law degree, because when you have a law degree, you have the power to advocate for somebody and to speak up when you see something that is unjust like that. And that's kind of what got me started thinking about law school. But I'm just honestly interested in anything that allows me to use my legal skills to advocate for someone who doesn't really have the power to advocate for themselves. I'm really interested in refugees and asylum law as well. So, you know, we'll see what I end up doing, but I know that regardless of what that is, I've been really well trained, and I'll be able to use the skills that I've learned in law school to help people. I've had a really amazing experience in law school. I really love the people that I've gotten to know in law school, and they've become some of my closest friends. And I think that law school has really changed the way that I see the world in a positive way. It's given me new information to consider, and it's given me a new lens through which I can now see the world, which I'm really grateful for. So it's been a great opportunity to be at BYU Law School.